Hi, everyone. So I wanted to touch base with you on what's going on during this crazy planetary shift we're going through with the pandemic. I'm in this with all of you. And I know a lot of people are reaching out for readings because they want answers. They want clarity. They want peace and calm. They want reassurance that everything's going to be okay despite all the major upheaval in their lives. And I get it. I'm in that boat with you. So while I do have access to this higher realm, and many of us, all of us do, all of us, but many of us have a clear connection where we actively work with it through prayer and meditation and our dream state on a daily basis. I have a lot of people reaching out desperate for those answers. And what I like to remind you of is I don't have all the answers. I don't know how everything is going to unfold. I only know moment by moment, day by day, because of trusting my knowing, the divine guidance and the downloads that I get when I take time to pause and go within and ask, which is prayer, and then meditate, which is receive those messages. But it's only what I'm ready for in that moment. And so while I don't know everything, I do know certain things, and I know them because they come through day after day for the last 20 plus years. And here's what I'm absolutely certain of. I'm certain of that we are not alone, okay? We have non-physical support all around us from our guides, our angels, and our departed loved ones. And I also know for a fact that this too shall pass. Okay, whatever we're going through, positive, negative, good or bad, however we want to label it, this too shall pass. And here's what I want to share with you. The other night I had a dream, and in that dream I was in school, which I'm often doing with my guides, and they were on a chalkboard saying the most important thing you need to remember is this too shall pass. And so I woke up, and this too shall pass, Gam ze ya'avor in Hebrew. That's what that means. And my father, years and years ago, gave me a ring right here. It says, Gam ze ya'avor, this too shall pass. And every time I'm going through uncertain times, feeling a little insecure, I put that ring on. So I went to my closet, I put it on. So later that day, I was watching an episode of 60 Minutes, and there was a story about a woman who's basically losing her entire restaurant business, the chain she started years ago on her own. And she said, my grandmother used to always tell me, this too shall pass. She said it twice. So I smiled. I saw it very clearly as the message I needed to pass on to all of you to remind you that we will weather this storm and we will do it together. And we all have a contribution to make to remind each other to keep our chins up, a smile in our hearts, knowing that there are gifts, many gifts coming out of all of this. And our job is to release our resistance, to surrender, to embrace all of the change that will bring about our highest and best spiritual growth during this time. And so I remind you of all the signs that are out there. I did a reading for a woman yesterday. It was so amazing that she was really in a lot of doubt and fear. And her grandmother came through and said, hey, somewhere over the rainbow, the song, it's something you're going to hear, but this is a very clear indication I'm around. And she gasped and said, oh my God, this morning, out of nowhere, my daughter was singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Grandma went on to talk about strawberry dessert, strawberry something. And she said, this morning, we were talking about making strawberry crepes tonight. And then finally, I said, she's showing me you painting like your office or painting in the office, but it's all about changing the vibe and wanting, it will make you feel like you want to be in there. It's shifting the energy in a way that is helping you and connecting you on a deeper level. And she said, oh my God, yesterday we painted my office, and my girls and I were talking about last night, literally, how the energy of the space is so different and the vibe is so high. And so we did a little dance party. And so she was just in awe, as was I always, but to the reminder that her grandmother was going out of her way to say, hey, you're not alone. We are hearing you. We are watching you. We are guiding you. And you just need to remember that we may not physically be visible to you, but you know it. And we are here to remind you on a mind level to trust that knowing and to then actively call on your loved ones in spirit, your guides or angels, to help deepen that knowing and give you comfort during these uncertain times. So this is my reminder to all of you that we are not alone, that you are divinely supported, and that there are many gifts coming out of this. So hang in there and just keep telling yourself this too shall pass. As always, sending you brightest blessings and all love.